What's up, everybody? This your girl, Pasha, checking in with the Lounge Report. And, of course, we are giving you the best in celebrity interviews, news, and music. Be sure to check us out on www.theloungereport.info. Also, follow us on Twitter at The Lounge Report. Today, we have a very talented young lady who wrote for artists like Fantasia, Aretha Franklin, Jennifer Lopez, and many, many more. She is currently working with one of the baddest hip-hop moguls in the business right now, which is Diddy. Yes, and she's a part of the group Dirty Money. What's going on, Kalenna? How you doing?
How you doing? I'm good, man. I can't get in there.
That's good. That's good. I just want to say thank you for taking this time out. I know you busy. I know you on that last train to Paris.
Yeah, man. I'm chilling, but it's all good, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm glad you guys, thank you for having me. How about that?
Oh, no problem, no problem. So first, I got to ask you, how is it being a part of Dirty Money and actually working with Diddy?
I'm always honest. It's hard work. It's hard work, and it takes a lot of dedication. It shows you, well, not really shows you, but it teaches you nothing comes easy. Nothing comes easy. But the flip side of that, I'm only with Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying? He's like the greatest of the greats. He's a genius. And I'm learning so much, so it's a blessing, man. It's a dream come true. Not that I never thought that I would be here, but I mean, it's a blessing, man. I'm always teasing, so.
Hey, I know Diddy expect nothing but perfection, so I know it's got to be hard work, and I appreciate you for being honest, because a lot of times people get into business, or, well, want to get into business, and they think it's easy, and it's not a lot of hard work, so.
Yeah, no, it's late hours. I'm telling you, pushing your mind, pushing your body, and that's one thing I'm loving, is that I know that coming out of this situation, I'll be so much more stronger. It's like boot camp, 101. Like early in the game, you know what I'm saying? You're not going from just wearing Steve Madden. You're going straight into Louis Vuitton, and you have to do it right. You have to look right. You have to smell right. You have to speak right. Even if it's just, off the top of your head, but you have to be educated. There's so many things, and it's not even a perfection thing with him. It's the fact that I want to push you beyond what you think your limitations are, your boundaries are, and I'm going to push you beyond that.
Yeah, I can respect that. Now, I heard that he really liked your work ethic. I mean, how did he approach you to actually be in the group?
Man, I'm going to tell you, the crazy thing is, I'll give you a short story to the long story.
Okay.
I was, after I had my son, I have a 2-year-old son, and it was 6 weeks after I had him, and I was like, listen, I got to go hard, and I swear I would have my son in the studio with me, day in and day out, and sometimes I would feel like I was a bad mother because he was with me so much, but he could have been in a better place because I loved him so much, and I just wanted to go hard, and I remember talking to Big John. He came to a disclosed place to meet me, when I say disclosed, it was like backwoods. And we had this meeting, and I said, John, you just put me in the game, and I promise I'm gonna score every time. I'm a home run. And when John signed me, man, I was writing. I think I was doing like 4 sessions a night.
Wow.
2 songs in each session. It was sick. And I had my baby with me. You know what I'm saying? And I was trying to figure out, how am I getting this done? And I know it was only the grace of God. So by the time I met Puff, it was actually Big John's recommendation. I was working with Rodney Jerkins real heavy, and we kind of fell in love with each other, me and Rodney, with our whole work ethic and what we were doing. And John was like, yo, you remind me of Puff. You remind me of Puff. You don't stop.
That's a major compliment.
Beyond, all of the odds that are up against you, you're like knocking them down. So he's like, I'm going to put you on with Puff. He's working on a new album. So I'm like, okay, cool. So I get in with him, and when I say instantly, Law of Attraction was working, in my favor. It was just crazy, and it was just what is going on? I feel like I'm looking at my twin. I wasn't intimidated because he is who he is. I was like, I'm looking at my twin, we just move up to the music the same way. It just made us feel the same, and we kind of kicked it off from there. So I was writing on the album, and dude, I worked on one song for at least a month and a half. It was sick, and I never done that.
That's crazy.
It was it was crazy. It was like, rewrite this, do it again.
So that was,
I think it's dope. it was crazy. So it was a crazy grind, and he just saw that I was determined and I wasn't gonna stop. And he finally, I kept asking him. I knew later on in my writing that he wanted a group. So I said, Pop, I said, who you gonna use for your group? He was like, I don't know. You know, I was like sliding around his house in my socks because he had hardwood floors. So shiny. She was like, really pretty. So I'm like sliding around, and I'm like, yo, so Uncle Sean, you know, who you using for the group? He's like, I don't know yet. I don't know. And we just, because our connection, he called me 4 o'clock in the morning and was like, you know, I want you to be a part of my group. And I was flabbergasted.
Oh, I bet. I mean, that is like, wow, that would have really blew me away. And it sounds like you guys had instant music chemistry, you know, and when that happens, some great music can come out of that. So that's beautiful. That's beautiful. So was Love Come Down, did you expect for that song to be such a hit? Like, when you guys first heard the track, like, did you know, like, this is going to be something special?
We did, and the crazy thing is when we were making it, I think you guys seen a couple of clips on making his band. When we were actually making a record, like when they were taping that was like for real. We were really making a record right then and there, like we had just really heard the record, and we knew it was gonna be dope. And so we wrote like 3 songs to it, and Puff came in and he's like, yeah, they're dope, but that's not the one. That's those melodies on it, blah, blah, blah. So he kept pushing us, and we finally hit that melody. That day,
it was a rap.
I wake up in the morning to say, when we hit that melody, I was like, this is a smash. It's a smash.
Oh,
and we just kind of ran from there.
Yeah, you could just, the melody, everything just fit just perfect. It's like a hand in a glove. It just fit perfect with the beat. It just amazing.
Yeah, man. It was God-given. Just went in the booth and just started singing the melody. He was like, that's it. And I was like, let's go.
So tell me about The Last Train to Paris. I mean, I'm hearing that it's R&B / rock / I mean, where would you say the direction of the album is going, and how is it different from any other R&B album that's, you know, out right now?
Well, a lot of our inspirations come from Jodeci, Soul. It's just, you know, those old groups where they were singing, you would be like, you remember when Ralph Tresvant would sing, and he would be like, boys and men, the people like that. So it's really emotional. It's a love story, but it's not as linear as people would think. It's love in a sense, you know, where you hurt sometimes you're happy, sometimes you might just be partying, you know what I'm saying, in the club, or you might be on your knees praying to God. So it's a lot of emotion. So therefore it causes for so many different genres of music. You get what I'm saying? So it kind of took us to so many different places, and that's why it's different. It's just, you know, it's not electro pop. Well, a lot of people thought we were just gonna come electro pop and be on some it was like, you know, it was like, we can't do that. It has to be hard, to be emotions. It has to be vulnerable, you know. And so we just kind of got in that head where it was like, you know, when love hurts the most, when love feels good the most, that kind of go hand in hand. And when love hurts and feels good the most at the same time is when you're asking God if this is the right decision you should make. And sometimes you run away from that, and you can find yourself in a place where it's just, you might be messing with somebody else, and you're like, this is wrong too. You know, it's just a confusing thing. So we had to make sure that we touched pretty much a little bit of old R&B, you know, new age pop, a little bit of rock here, because those are all emotions, you know.
Yeah, you can definitely feel the emotion. I mean, the R&B, it's got so many different elements from the songs that I've heard. Is there an actual, have you guys finalized the actual date for the
I won't speak too soon. I won't speak too soon. I don't mean to cut you off. I won't speak too soon. I want to say, I'm just going to give you a rough, maybe early June.
Okay.